It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, March 14th, 2019. It is 7 a.m. It's nice.
It's a beautiful morning.
It is. Wow. Good morning, everybody.
Beautiful,
wow.
Beautiful morning.
I didn't even wear a jacket.
There you go.
Hallelujah.
When do you ever wear? Oh, you always wear, I'm sorry,
a coat,
here,
a jacket, an overshirt or something. Nope, didn't need it. It's that warm.
That's awesome.
Yay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis. And today we're going to be running a previously recorded show because we had, I want to thank David Etheridge. He's going to be here today. He's prosecuting attorney for Baxter County, Northern Arkansas here, and got called to Little Rock, and we understand. And so we thought, well, we'll just plug something. We're going to run sports later today, or later in the show, in Bob Recktenwald Sports. But I want to thank David Etheridge. We're going to get him rescheduled. And,
no problem.
Going to be good talking with David Etheridge, but I want to tell everybody up front that they be pre-recorded because
I was actually looking forward to having him on and giving him a hard time. So.
Oh yeah, it's fun to joke with him. I keep teasing him. When you got to run for public office, Anyway, so we'll get David Etheridge rescheduled here as soon as we can. So hope your morning's off to a great start. We've got some nice weather right now. Boy, it was windy across the Midwest. Did you see this? Look at this video right here that's on the Weather Nation.
Let me find
There's a tractor trailer in Amarillo, Texas.
You would put that on there, would you? All right, we'll put it up there.
See there, watch this truck.
Wind
Boom.
catches it, it's gone.
And even trains were blown off of bridges. And I think it was New Mexico or Colorado or something. I mean, they've had some wind. We had the wind advisory for a while, and we didn't get much of a puff at all. But I heard that there were 60-mile-an-hour winds in southwest Missouri, and there were some airplanes grounded from Kansas City, Springfield back to Denver.
It's scary when you start driving in that strong. I had one time got stuck in a windstorm, and I was driving with a fifth-wheel travel trailer, big 36-footer behind me.
Yeah.
And there was a number of times that it got up on 2 wheels, and I had to whip it to the side to get that wheel down, and the wind just kept. Man. I got to my first stop and lowered my jacks as quick as I could.
Yeah, I don't blame it. Anyway, hey, we're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing as you heard Jacqueline say in the introduction. There's 3 locations in Mountain Home to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. We got 62 East Plaza by Anytime Fitness. And then you've got Balmer Boulevard, which is 702. Of course, we always say it's going to be busy because kids, the students from the high school and teachers stop in at Brewed Awakening.
Or you come by here and get the maximum strength.
Yeah, we've got a whole pot here. Hey, we're at 1226 Commerce Drive. They say, where's that? We're Pizza Hut and Pizza Inn. We're north.
All you got to do is say right beside the meat shop.
Right beside the meat shop. They're just right here. So come on by and enjoy some coffee with us. And Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. So come on by and enjoy some coffee with us. Today be a good day because we're going to be running the reruns. We'll have 20, 30 minutes to sit and visit with some folks, while the reruns are going. Anyway, Brewed Awakening Coffee, thanks to Mike and his staff for doing an outstanding job for being our sponsor for a long time. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes right here in Mountain Home. Talk to Charlotte, Chris, Bruce, anyone out there will help you. Pre-plan if you can. We understand there are emergencies, but when the need arises, Roller Funeral Homes, and they are there to help. Very professional, caring, loving, and they will get you through the roughest time. And so, Roller Funeral Homes, 29 Roller Funeral Homes in the state of Arkansas, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. And so, Roller Funeral Homes right here in Mountain Home are ready to serve you in your time of need. And let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, a spring break for many area students begins on Monday. Lord, my prayer is once again for the safety of our schools, and I pray you just keep evil out. Lord, as the students and faculty take a week away from classroom studies, let them come back in a week refreshed, ready for the rest of the school year. I pray students excel on their tests this spring. Once again, Lord, protect our schools and protect all who enter the buildings and keep our schools safe. And that's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, and right here in Mountain Home, bringing morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
The trumpet.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, not bad today.
Not too bad. I'm working on it.
I noticed. Let's see. We've been doing this since October 17th.
Still working on my kazoo. I need to get.
I'm still looking for that kazoo. We'll find it. Morning weather is brought to you by two very good friends, the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. The Z Team for all your real estate needs. Retiretorkansas.net, or you can call them at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiretorkansas.net. We're going to check that live cam at 7:05.
It's a little brighter this morning.
I bet it is. Yeah, not bad at all. You still see
Look
the lights
how
on the
clear
bridge.
it is, though.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
beautiful.
beautiful
A little bit
day.
of fog on the horizon there, back in the back towards Mountain Home and the Missouri state line. And anyway, we'll take another look at that shot here in a minute. The morning live shot over the White River is brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Real Estate for all your real estate needs.
What a beautiful morning.
And when you need to buy a house or sell a house, they're the people to call. They are. 405-0793. Morning weather by the Z Team this morning. 59 degrees in Mountain Home, 58 at Harrison, 61 at Hardy, 61 in Mountain View, 61 in Yellville, 61 in Marshall. Wow. 59 at Calico Rock. Around the region, St. Louis is still at 57 degrees, while Poplar Bluff is at 64, Branson at 59, West Plains at 59, heat wave in North Dakota.
They may get above freezing for long.
25 degrees.
They may get above freezing today. Who knows? Maybe not, but
Yeah, they could.
it's a shot.
25 degrees in Watford City, North Dakota. Amazing. All right. On the national radar, there are some showers in eastern Arkansas that stretches all the way down into southeast Texas across parts of Louisiana. And most of these are east of us and are basically towards the Mississippi River. You can see the big low pressure swirl. They called it that something bomb. That, remember that? Kind of like a big hurricane on dry land, you know. But you can see the swirl from all the way over from Ohio back up into Michigan, all the way up into Canada. It comes back in North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa.
Looks like it's away from us, though. It's
Yep,
moving away.
You know, anyway. Little Rock radar stop. We'll take a look here real quick. You can see the shower activity here. We do have, oh, wow, that cinnamon roll. On live TV. Wow. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning out for extreme northeast Arkansas. We have a flood watch box out there. This is around the Jonesboro area, Jonesboro and east of Jonesboro. You see the showers lined up along the Mississippi River right there, affecting most of I-40 and Interstate 55 and Interstate 555 affected. Most of the other highways, 62, 412 east and west, 167 and 67 north and south from Little Rock, and 65 north to Branson in good shape. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 50, 30, 40, 49 are all in pretty good shape, except for I-40 east towards Memphis, the Lone Oak, Carlisle, McCrory, Augusta, place like that. East of Little Rock is where the showers are right now on 40. We'll back out and take a look at the St. Louis stop and see what's going on in Illinois and Missouri. Lots going on in, this is the continuation of the rain that's in Arkansas. This goes all the way up to Decatur, Illinois. A lot of I-70 from St. Louis to Vandalia, Effingham with shower activity. I-64 east of East St. Louis, Illinois, around Mount Vernon with shower activity. They've got a flood watch box there between Mount Vernon and looks like Carbondale, Illinois. That affects Interstate 24, Interstate 57, Interstate 55, and I-64 with showers even showing up in downtown St. Louis. Back in the central part of Missouri from Lebanon just about to Jefferson City, I-40 and I-40 and Highway 63 affected right there. You see Columbia on I-70 with no problems right now. And southwest Missouri should be pretty clear. Wow, a little bit of shower activity from Osage Beach back down to Lebanon, just east of Springfield on 44. I-70, Kansas City to Columbia in good shape. You see I-44, Joplin, Springfield. Once you get to Springfield, then you start hitting those showers that are affecting I-44. The national map, I'm going to refresh this and see. Seemed like we had some blizzard conditions up there for quite a while. This bright orange is a blizzard warning. And for state of Missouri and Illinois, you've got some wind warnings and wind watches. Right now, nothing really for Arkansas other than in the eastern part of the state. I need to bring this up. We do have a flash flood warning in the Jonesboro area. There's a severe thunderstorm warning right over here around the Jonesboro area. And then the lighter yellow is a tornado watch. The lighter green, of course, is a flood warning, flood watches, flood warning. So eastern Arkansas really getting hammered right now So beware if you're going over there. 7-day forecast for today, high of 62, and I think we've already hit that. We're starting to drop. Breezy, slight chance of thunderstorms, and sunny, but of course you see the showers moving east, so they've passed mountain home. Tonight, low of 36. Friday, high of 49, mostly sunny. Friday night, a low of 29 with clear skies. Saturday's clear and 55. Saturday night, clear and 33 degrees for the low. Sunday, they've just revised this, a high of 61. And Monday, a high of 59.
Be a nice weekend.
Yeah. Drought monitors will be updated later this morning. Of course, there's no drought situation with all the rain we've had. iDrive Arkansas, I didn't know they had a radar on this, but it's indicating the blue area right here in the blue squares is the
Thunderstorm warning.
Thunderstorm warning. And then we do have, what's this lighter? I think that's the flash flood warning right here. This one right here is flash flood. This is the storm. So eastern Arkansas, we've got some issues. Looks like we got several accidents going on in the Little Rock metro area and one over here in Osceola. I-55 at marker 47.1, several accidents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like 5 different accidents in the state of Arkansas right now. I wonder what this red X is right here. Had a pipe culvert failure. They got a clogged culvert in Lee County over there on Highway 79. Anyway, iDrive Arkansas. And we'll check other road conditions. There we go. Other than the flooded areas and the storms, we're in pretty good shape. State of Missouri, MoDOT, everything clear in Missouri. And so.
Easy enough.
Yeah. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. Retiretoarkansas.net. Please go to retiretoarkansas.net. Take another look at the live cam. We'll see 6 minutes later. See what it looks like here. Ooh, look at
Beautiful.
that river. My goodness, that's pretty.
Now's the day you need to be out fishing. It's just a beautiful morning.
Wow. The lights are still on the bridge. My goodness, very pretty. Live weather cam brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Community calendar brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Best lunch, best breakfast in town, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11.
For breakfast, we've got 2 pancakes, 2 sausage bacon, 2 eggs, all for $5.88. But more importantly is lunch.
Coming up today and
Today
tomorrow.
starts our St. Patty's Day party. I mean, they have a ball over there. If you're looking for a good meal and have a good time, Old Time Restaurant's where you want to go today. Today and tomorrow, they're going to be doing the Kimmy's corned beef and cabbage.
I bet it's good.
And it is slow cooked. It is awesome. Just really goodness. Potatoes, dinner roll, all for $8.88. It's a good time.
Can't beat it.
Go enjoy it.
Clark Ridge Volunteer Fire Department Fish Fry is Friday, March 16th. It says Friday, March 16th, but the 16th is Saturday. Tomorrow's the 15th. Wow. I'm going to say it's Friday the 15th because they say from 4 to 6 at the firehouse at 12101 Highway 201 North in Clark Ridge. Come and enjoy deep fried catfish, baked potatoes, hush puppies, coleslaw, homemade desserts for $10, all you can eat. Come help the Clark Ridge Volunteer Fire Department. And real quick.
You sure it's on March?
Well.
Does it say?
Yeah, it says Friday, March 16th.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I am reading that Friday, March 6th. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
all right. Oh, well, slight error. Tomorrow, March 15th at 6 o'clock in Calico Rock. Come and enjoy trivia and $1 sliders at the Printing Press Cafe. All ages encouraged. Teams of 4 for $20, individual for $7 each with $1 sliders served with beans and coleslaw. Call 870-297-6100. Sponsored by the Calico Rock Heritage Museum and Visitors Center.
There you go.
Let's grab that break real quick, and then pre-recorded coming up. We're going to rerun some Bob Recktenwald sports for you, and then be back later on and take another look at the live cam. We've got time.
Be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our roll burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good. All right, Bob. We're back. We're back, Bob.
It's Monday. Sports. Hey, we've got the Mountain Home High School basketball coaches, Josh Fulcher and Dell Leonard, with us. We're going to talk about their seasons that they had this past year. Coach Fulcher, tell me about the boys' season. Did it turn out the way you hoped?
Well, they never turn out the way you hope unless you're,
still playing.
Playing or just finishing up in Hot Springs. You know, they had the finals this weekend in Hot Springs, but as a coach, you go in there, you want to win. We all want to win them all, and of course, that's impossible to do. A very rare occasion where you win all of them, but. What I really liked about our young men is we competed in all of them. We had there's only a few times, well, actually 2 games where in the fourth quarter we didn't have a chance to beat somebody. And when you look at our schedule, our conference schedule and our non-conference schedule, we played a lot of bigger schools, 7A West schools on our non-conference schedule. So, and I was really proud the way we competed. We didn't make the state tournament this year. And it really kind of gave you a chance. On senior night, you knew when the last one was coming, and it gave us a chance against West Memphis, our last home game, to honor our seniors. The way you always kind of like to. But that was really the first time since I've been coaching that you knew exactly when your last game was, because we didn't finish in the top 4 in our conference. So,
tell me, what was the structure of your team this year as far as sophomore, junior, senior?
Well, we had we've got 6 seniors, on our team that played. You had Talon Benton, Hunter Bashirs, Colton Peters, Bennett Pinson, Luke Cruz, and Baylor Crecilius. Those guys have been I've had the pleasure of coaching those guys since they were in 8th grade. I was a junior high coach, and I moved up with them. And then we had a mix of some underclassmen there. We actually had 2 sophomores that started for us, and then we had some underclassmen that come in off the bench. And but we're losing a big senior class that's contributed a lot. They're going to be tough to replace. And one of the biggest things that's going to be tough to replace is just their leadership. But I think they left something. No matter who we played, we expected to win. And they competed that way. And I hope that that's really what the legacy that they leave behind with our underclassmen, and just kind of that belief that we can beat anybody. And when you're when you're playing in our conference, you have to have that, because we're seeing the best night in, night out. And seeing some tremendous athletes, some tremendous teams, and for them to have that mentality, that's a good start. So.
Coach Leonard, what about the structure of your girls' team?
We had 2 seniors, 5 juniors, and 5 sophomores. And the 2 seniors both played a lot, Peyton Husky and Kyra Penn. We're going to miss them. Peyton, statistically, Hannah Pfeiffer had a record-setting year last year, and Peyton, percentage-wise from the three-point line, was right there with her this year. Kyra came on and allowed us to do some things defensively that really helped us, because she could guard the other team's post and played a lot. They both had a great year, but kind of referring to what Josh said is the leadership and the way they led, the way they just put their arm around the underclassmen and helped them and cared for them and allowed us as coaches to push them as hard as we could, and then they took care of all the rest. And I started out a little rough, went to Missouri early, and I thought we were in trouble the way we played up there, and then the confidence and the chemistry just kind of slowly developed, and Peyton and Kyra had everything to do with that, and had a pretty good year.
The seniors play a big role. I don't care if you've got 1 or if you've got 10. They play a big role, even if they don't start. It's the determination and the dedication that they have, especially the ones that don't start for you, that they still come in and practice just as hard as they would if they were starters. And you can see that. This year got to go to a few games for a change, and you can see some of that on the sideline.
Yes. Yep.
I like basketball. It's fun and it's action, but I like more to watch the kids and how they react to different situations. I pay as much time watching the bench as I do watching, other than watching you 2 guys go like this. And, you just never know. I used to watch Coach Leonard, was a girls softball coach, and he'd sit on that third baseline and he'd do all this stuff. And I wanted to film him one time and show it back to him and say, "Okay, Coach, explain all this to me. I want to know exactly what you told that catcher." Of course, I never did, but it's fun to watch. Is this the first year that y'all played in the new blended 5A, 6A, whatever they called it? This was the first season for that?
Well, the blend is essentially over with the way they reclassified everything. They've went to the next 32. Your top 16 are your 6A schools in basketball. So, the fall sports and the winter sports are classified differently, as far as football, and so there's not that 7A conference. But this was the first time where the next 32 are all in the same classification. We all play in the same state tournament. So,
but you did not have a conference tournament this year, is that
correct?
Right?
Yes.
Is that the first time that's happened?
That's the way it used to be for years. When you talk about the blended. When they were mixing 5A schools and 6A schools, and they were doing it because of travel and some other things, which really doesn't make a difference for us where we're going, as far as anyone else coming here as far as that goes. But we had to have a a conference tournament for a couple of years. When the 6A schools came back together, because they had been in different leagues throughout the year, they had to seed it out and play it out to get the top 4 to go to state. And then the 5A did the same thing. So we're kind of back to normal this year, the way it should be.
So with the way it is now, there are only 4 teams that went to the state, or was it?
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 8-team conferences, so 4 out of each conference.
Out of each conference.
So 16 altogether, and so every league game means something. You're not going to have a conference tournament at the end of the year where, like the Ladybacks got hot this past week.
Absolutely.
And they didn't have the year they wanted to have in conference play, but they were able to get hot and make it to the finals of the SEC tournament. You don't have that luxury in our league. You better play well, and a game you lose the first part of January could keep you from getting in the state tournament.
You like it that way?
I do, because that's just what I'm used to.
Coach Fulcher, what about you?
It's got its pros and cons on all of it. I do. I like how every game means something. You go into each game just kind of preparing like you would a postseason game. So as far as that goes, of having to be punched in every game, I really do like that about it.
Scooter, take us to our 7:30 break. We'll come back with the Mountain Home High School Bomber basketball coaches, Josh Fulcher and Dell Leonard. We'll talk a little more when they come back.
Why would I recommend Hospice the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
We're back with the basketball coaches. So, what was your record at the end of the season?
9-17.
And coach?
19-11.
19-11. And will the boys have anybody? If they don't have a conference tournament, then there is no all-conference team or all-district team?
Yeah, there's all-conference teams. I think we'll be naming those this week. There's not an all tournament team, but there's an all-state tournament team.
And the coaches get together and they pick those?
Yes, from the conference meet that we have in Nettleton.
Okay. And the girls, we were talking a little bit off camera, the girls missed the finals by how much?
1 possession, 2 points.
2 points. Mm-hmm. And they ended up getting beat out by the Hurricane of Jonesboro?
Mm-hmm. It was final score was 44-42.
So these girls that played in the state tournament, do you look for your 2 seniors, either one, to go on and play in college?
No, they could play somewhere if they wanted to. Kyra and Peyton both are 4.0 and above, grade point average student athletes. They're going to go on.
It's time for their academic careers.
They're going to go on, concentrate on their academic career and concentrate on life, and they're both going to be very successful.
What about your boys, Josh? You've got all those seniors that graduated off. You have any of them going to go on and play, or
no? Kind of like Coach Leonard's girls are. They're going to be moving on. You know, they're all sharp kids. They're going to be very successful in what they do. We've got one that's going to be playing baseball, Luke Cruz. Most of our kids that go on to baseball or soccer, they're all involved in something else. So, no, they're again, you're looking at Luke is probably our tallest kid, 6'3", and I'd be, they kind of realize, that this is the ending point of their athletic careers as far as basketball goes, but just really the beginning of their adult life, and we've got some winners that's going to do some really awesome things in both of our programs. And, Coach Leonard, he touched on it a little bit, but I just want to say congratulations on him and his year. I enjoy watching his girls. They play hard. They do it the right way, and I was at Hot Springs and watched the finals, and his team was every bit as good as any team there.
Who ended up taking the finals for the girls?
Little Rock Christian.
Little Rock Christian.
Mm-hmm. The University of Little Rock Christian.
The University of Little Rock Christian.
They're talented. They're talented, and they whipped up on Jonesboro, but. I'd like to see our Lady Bombers go against them because they would have. I know for a fact they would have competed much better and they would have been better prepared. But that's not taking anything away from Little Rock Christian because they were a fantastic, probably the best girls basketball team I'd seen this year. So, but it was. But again, I enjoyed watching his girls compete at Lake Hamilton in the state tournament. Made a great run. And was so close, but he's got a lot of pieces coming back, and he'll make another run at it next year.
How many juniors you got coming back, Coach?
We've got one of our juniors was a foreign exchange student, so she's leaving, but we do have 4 coming back. So Emma Martin, Abby Martin, Anna Grace Foreman, and Leah Jackson. And a lot of our success, I believe, has to do, when you go through, and I guess this is 23 years at Mountain Home, our boys and girls teams were very close, and for whatever reason there's been years in the past where that wasn't the case, and I give Coach Fulcher and Coach Morris a lot of credit for that. But it's fun for me to watch our kids pull for each other, and like we saw even boys that were in spring sports trying to get down to watch the games and the kids cheering for each other, and it meant something. It wasn't fake. And I appreciate everything he said, and I think that you always want to work with someone that number one feels like that is a good friend that's loyal, and someone that you can bounce stuff off of, and I learn a lot from watching him practice and just talking to him. And I want to kind of give the same sentiments, or definitely give the same sentiments to him for his program. He's the 5A boys basketball.
It's a tough world.
It's unbelievable, and he could have finished and would have finished in the top 4 in a lot of other leagues. But in our league, it's like, the West Coast trip to Golden State and L.A. and Portland and everybody. It's unbelievable the amount of talent that's out there in girls and boys basketball right now.
You both know I'm a big supporter of dual sport athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good to see that both programs that y'all are involved in have that. You've got a number of student athletes that do more than just basketball. Mm-hmm. Like you said a moment ago, you've got some that'll roll off to soccer, and some, I know Peyton Husky plays softball.
We got 12 out of 12 right now in spring sports.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
in my eyes, and I'm just a spectator, but when you see the discipline that they carry over from your basketball programs to these other sports, that's a big plus to the coach that's getting them.
Well, we're in this business for the kids, and if we're not encouraging them to play anything and everything that they want to play, then we're doing them a disservice. And we take a lot of pride in trying to get our kids, that are involved in dual sports, and we've got some kids that are in, that are 3-sport athletes, and that's really hard to do, especially in high school these days with the amount of time that's required in all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
with everything that the school offers,
mm-hmm.
The kids have a hard time making a choice. Not only just the sports aspect, but you've got the band and the FFA and the FBLA and all these other club things that they've got to do. But I also know that you two coaches and some of the others are very supportive of those club events also. I know there's a few football players that are on that robotics team,
mm-hmm.
and you don't hear a lot of gruff about, well, you need to be in the weight room, or you need to be doing this, need to be doing that. That can go second burner. That's just as important to them as playing basketball or playing
mm-hmm.
football or running track. And the support that they get, and they know they can get that support. But I also know that there's some of those kids that use those clubs to get out of doing some things. That's just a natural.
Well, you look at a young lady like Haven Klinger, who's a freshman basketball player. She's really involved in FFA, and if she's got a chance to get her education paid for with FFA, then that's we don't need to screw that up.
Right.
And we're going to be supportive, and I see Josh do it all the time, and we can say that we support other programs, because look at our kids that play other sports. And I think the one thing as a student athlete you got to realize is, if you're going to play 2 sports, you're going to have to work twice as hard, or
mm-hmm.
3, you're going to work 3 times as hard. But specialization, it might be ideal for one kid out of 20, but I can't remember. I'm trying to remember if we've ever had a kid play in the NBA or WNBA, and I'm not sure we have, so that's probably not the best route to make a living.
Exactly right.
So we're going to do exactly what he said, and we're going to be supportive, and we're going to represent that with the way we do things.
And you've got to give a lot of credit to the feeder program that
mm-hmm.
the basketball
mm-hmm.
group has. You've got that Top Flight that's in town that does a great job helping you not only develop the talent, but look for it and,
mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
get them while they're young, and get them interested, and make sure that they're going to stick.
Yeah, well, and you said it there. We just want them interested. Have a good positive experience in our youth sports program, and that's what we love so much about our Top Flight program is, the emphasis that is placed on just the skill development, just trying to reach all the kids in there when we're doing our clinics and stuff with them in the fall. And it really, all programs, that's where it starts. It mm-hmm. starts with you got to have a good youth program. We've got an excellent youth program here in our Top Flight Academy, and really lucky to have that. And it's big for our program. It is.
If you don't have an organization like that that's feeding the school program, and when I say feeding y'all, I mean everything down to the 7th grade intramural teams. You never know where that diamond in the rough is. You don't know who the next star will be for you. I'm not saying that you guys look for a star and that's the only things you work with. I'm saying that I never played basketball. When I went to try out for 7th grade basketball, John Bogart said, "It's not a full contact sport. We can't use you." How do you know? I mean, you've never seen me shoot.
Yeah.
Of course, I couldn't shoot anyway, but that's not my point. My point is, the way it's evolved today, every kid has an opportunity to play at some level.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's a great thing.
Well, we like those football guys. We kind of embrace the trying to make basketball full contact sport within the legal parameters of the game. But that's really, we talk to our guys, that's where we can create our advantage. And our weight program is really big for us. And I would say probably the biggest single difference in between teams, we're never more athletic, but we were usually tougher and stronger than everybody we played, and that gave us our advantage. And yeah, we like those guys that like to bang around. And we're not skilled athletically, but you know, so we're always looking for those diamonds in the rough. We played, majority of our seniors were diamonds in the rough, you know, over the years, and come in, did some really big things for us, you know. So yeah, we want to catch them all and have them all get into our programs, and that really, again, starts with that good experience in our youth programs.
I worked with an old gentleman over in Bull Shoals one time, and I said, I can't figure out how to do this. He said, look, if you keep rubbing that piece of metal against that stone long enough, it's going to get sharp. He said, don't come whining to me anymore. Just go do what I've asked you to do. Well, that made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know, I just couldn't figure out how to get this one component to work. Just keep rubbing that steel against that stone, and it'll get sharp. Real quick, who do you look? Do you look to put some kids, or look to have some kids with all-state honors this year?
We do. We're going to have a couple of girls who are in the hunt. Of course, our conference coaches, we meet, we nominate, we talk, and they vote. Of course, Josh alluded earlier that when we were on the state tournament bracket, so you do get an all-state tournament team, member one. So we'll get one of those. I'm hoping that we can get one or two all-states, and then we'll have a handful of kids that should make all conference after the run we had the second half of league play. So
same with the boys.
Well, honestly, for us, making all-state, we in our conference we have nationally ranked players in our conference, and when you just don't have those names and that weight behind them, it's whenever it's on, you go on these conference meetings and it's everybody's vote, and it becomes a popularity contest, and we're just not as popular as some of these guys that are got these high ranked players that are getting all these D1 offers, but so all-state will be a stretch for us to get, I would say, but we definitely have some all conference type players on our team, so hopefully that's we'll be able to land one or two on that list.
When is your coaches meeting?
We've already had it.
Had it.
We're just not announcing the media side of it, the press release yet, till later this week sometime.
Get your banquet lined out.
Mm-hmm.
Get your banquet, and then we got to meet with our administration and all that stuff. So
what's next for you guys?
Well, Coach Leonard was talking about it earlier. I mean, it's just now we've just you're preparing. We've got off season coming up. We've got scheduling. We've got banquets. We've got fundraisers that we're both we head up. It's a different kind of busy, like he was saying. It really we keep it moving along.
Honestly, basketball season is probably, even though it's stressful and you're just in one lane. You're concentrating on your film, getting ready for the next practice, the next game, and then it just continues to move in a big circle. Now it gets a little bit chaotic, and you got people pulling you from different directions, and we've got the not the bass cab, but we don't have.
We have our Bomber Booster Club, and then we have our high school fishing tournament that we're working at, and
golf tournament.
I think we'll be helping with the 2A state tournament that we're hosting here in Mountain Home. So, and then then you've got, we work track meets and wherever they need us. But Coach Leonard's right. I mean, when you're in basketball, we get to stay in kind of that lane, but. Once our season's over with, we're kind of spread out doing anything and everything that they need us to do. So,
well, good deal. When you put your dates for your camps together, let us know. We'll be glad to announce them out.
We know.
You bet. Yeah. We're May 29th, the day, I believe that's correct. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday after Memorial Day. I think it's 28th, 29th, 30th. Yes, I got that right. Will be our boys' camp.
And then the girls will be June the 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
So it's right after school's out.
Yes, and that's another big thing that we've got to prep and plan for, and so yeah, it's just we've got a big checklist of things that we've got to still get accomplished, and getting still setting our teams for next year's tournament, our Arkansas Bell Bonds tournament. So
good deal. Well, we appreciate you taking the time out to come see us in the morning, and I know it's early, and now it's dark when you get here. It's light out now, so you're in good shape. So
always enjoy you guys having us. Appreciate
y'all coming out. Thank you. Scooter, take us away, and we'll come back. We'll bring Dale in. We'll check out this webcam.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity and hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
And we are back live on this Thursday, March 14th, and wanted to reiterate we had Prosecuting Attorney David Etheridge scheduled for today. At last minute got called to Little Rock legislative session, and of course prosecuting attorneys sometimes get called in to talk about some things that affect laws, and so we'll get him rescheduled and look forward to David being here and having some fun with David Etheridge. Anyway, I got to clarify, Clark Ridge Volunteer Fire Department Fish Fry is Saturday, March 16 from 4 to 6.
Is that a typo?
Yeah, I went over to Facebook, and they've got it listed Saturday, March 16th. So it is Saturday,
Okay.
March 16th, and the copy I have says Friday, March 16th. So Saturday, the 16th, from 4 to 6 at the Firehouse, 12101 Highway 201 North in Clark Ridge. Dinner will be deep-fried catfish, baked potatoes, hush puppies, all you can eat for $10. Come out and help support Clark Ridge Volunteer Fire Department. Tell you what, they cover some ground in Clark Ridge.
Yeah, they do.
They cover some ground up there. It's right on the Arkansas, Missouri state line. And I'll tell you what, they cover some ground. Hey, I bet we could look at that live cam again. What do you bet? I bet it's going to be pretty right now.
It's a little brighter now.
Live cam brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team, Century 21, Lemac Real Estate for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Yesterday at the end when we brought it up, there was actually a couple boats that I seen over there,
sure
but
enough,
I don't see any this morning. But
Pretty
it's
shut in.
beautiful.
Now you can go to retiredtoarkansas.net and you can pull this very picture up right there on your computer, and you can enjoy it just like we do. Wow, beautiful shot this morning.
Beautiful.
And so we got a few things we can get in here real quick. Where to put my glasses? Here we go. Quilting and evolving fabric art. Take a tour of quilting from the history to the new tools to the new directions. The history part will be April 15th through 27th. New tools, April... Hey, your phone's ringing.
Yeah, I forgot I had that still set on.
New tools is April 29th through May 11th, and new directions May 13th through 25th at the Calico Rock Heritage and Visitor Center at 104 Main Street, Calico Rock. For more information, 297-6100. Marion County Republicans Reagan Day dinner is scheduled for the 13th of April. Meet and greet at 5, dinner at 6. Tickets are $35 per person. And you can go to www.marioncountyarkansasrepublicans.org for more information. Keynote speaker, our good friend Lieutenant Governor Tim Griffin. He does a good job. He'll bring his son because his son loves to come up here because of all the good food. Oh, let's see. Mountain Home Christian Academy will be performing Mary Poppins Jr. April 27th at 7 p.m. and April 28th at 2 p.m. at Dunbar Auditorium with free admission, but donations are appreciated. It goes to Mountain Home Christian Academy. Mountain Home Christian Academy Spring Open House is Thursday, March 28th from 6 to 7. Welcome to stop by and see what they have to offer there. Also, the big event, the big fundraiser, Night with Your Night and Father-Daughter Ball. Night with Your Night is scheduled for Friday, May 10th, while the Father-Daughter Ball is Saturday, May 11th at the Shed on the Arkansas State University Mountain Home campus. Tickets go on sale on April 1st. And let's see, Elmcroft is hosting.
Well, you got a stack of them.
Boy, I tell you, Elmcroft and Mountain Home invites you to join us for a delicious complimentary dinner with entertainment of Irish festivities Friday, March 22nd from 4:30 to 6 o'clock. And you can RSVP 425-6868 by Monday the 18th, please, to reserve your table. Only available to the first 50 guests out in the public. And finally, the Trivia $1 Sliders Night is tomorrow, March 15th at 6 at the Printing Press Cafe in Calico Rock, Arkansas. Gather your friends, put on your thinking hats, and come on down for Trivia Night. Teams of 4 for $20 individual, $7 each. $1 sliders will be served with beans and coleslaw. For more information, 297-6100. All proceeds towards our after-school Adventures in Science student program and the new museum exhibits sponsored by the Calico Rock Heritage Museum and Visitor Center.
Don't forget, today at the Old Time Restaurant, we got corned beef and cabbage. Mm-hmm. It's a party.
There you go. Party. Yeah.
Don't want to miss it.
And so, anything else coming up that you know of? Just spring is around the corner. Week from today, or was it yesterday? We're less than a week away. Spring begins at 4:58 Central Time next Wednesday.
Why 4:58? Who came up with an exact time?
Well, they always have that. I mean,
I'm just curious. I mean, 4:58.
You put up. They'll have it down. It's based on Greenwich Mean Time. So if you go to Google and put in spring 2019, and it'll come up. 2019, see right here. Yeah, that didn't help much, did it? Don't you love Google? Anyway,
and don't leave it to Dell to search anything.
Oh
either.
My gosh, some of this stuff.
He has the worst
When's
luck.
the first day of spring? It takes 13 pancakes to cover a doghouse. You know, I mean, that's my luck. You know. Anyway, I Googled a long time ago, and it said 4:58 Central Daylight Time.
Okay.
Spring begins. So.
Spring almost here.
Boy, I came to work today, didn't have to wear a jacket,
yeah,
no
that's
coat.
What you said. That's
really nice.
nice.
And then we had cinnamon rolls from Brewed Awakening today.
Yeah, we didn't show any cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, grab a roll there. Yeah.
I had mine.
I did
Look
too.
at the size of these suckers.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that is a nice cinnamon roll.
Yep. It sure is.
They were good. They were good.
Well, I want to mention with spring around the corner, now's the time to give Matt a call and get your springtime advertising for XO7K26 Mountain Home in Harrison up and running. Matt's got some great deals, and we cover a lot of ground. You can see us in Branson, Kimberling City to Harrison, all the way through Mountain Home to Salem, Mountain View, back up into West Plains. You know, we've got a lot of folks watching on the antenna. We got cable connections, and of course we got all the live feeds, and so
we got great packages for the small businesses, so they're affordable.
And the thing about Hometown TV is we understand hometown business. We know what it is to be local.
Yep.
And so that's where we can take that extra advantage and help you with your local advertising. Some folks say, well, I'm on Dish, I'm on Direct, and I don't get it. Well, check your television setting, because you go to that little thing that says Source,
Go to TV.
You go to TV or ANT or something like that. If you have any questions, you can call down here, and between Gil and Scooter and everybody, they can explain how to do this. But even though you get dish or direct hookup,
as long as you have an antenna,
or cable, as long as you got an antenna, you can still pick us up.
Yep.
On the average, around 30% of Boone, Marion, Baxter, and Fulton counties are still on antenna.
There's a bunch. It surprises me how many people are still on antenna, I'll be honest with you.
And I've had a lot of people say, we've pulled the plug and we're on the antenna while we're doing live stream. So anyway, Hometown TV right here in Mountain Home in Harrison, and we're here to serve you. And we understand when you advertise here, the money stays here. Local, local, local. And because of that, we can bring all the local guests in like we're doing. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking veterans with Alicia, and Dan bumped into him at the restaurant and says, yeah, we'll be there,
Awesome.
So we're going to have a good time talking veterans, and how Alicia and
Dan, you don't have to worry about filling any time.
That's a full hour because there's so much going on with the veterans.
You'll have to cut them off at the
end. And so I think Bob's already got sports lined up for Monday and the Monday after that. So we got some good programming. Got David Etheridge rescheduled. And anyway, did you see where they passed the law where antique cars now, they changed the age on antique cars in Arkansas?
No.
Instead of licensing a 25-year-old car, now it's a 45-year-old car.
Oh, really?
Well, people were taking advantage of it. Nowadays, a 25-year-old car is nothing.
Yeah.
Now you go back to 1970. You go back to 1975. An antique car was a 1950.
That's a heck of a jump, though.
But now, you go back 25 years, and what's that going to be? A 1994? It's totally different. So that's 45 instead of 25.
That's a big jump, though.
Yeah. But people were getting cars that were 25, 26 years old and tagging them for $7. And once you tag them for $7, you don't have to re-tag them. It's a permanent tag. Beat the system. It's all about the money, Scooter.
Crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, and so Hometown TV, this is what we're all about. And so check it out. Give Matt a call and stop by the studio. Anybody's welcome to come down here, have coffee with us, and discuss stuff. But we cover a lot of ground. Then coming up in the fall, of course, you'll be doing the football programs again.
Yep, football will be coming up. We
got some packages already available for that.
Yeah, we're actually putting them together right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually going to get them out early because they go quick. They really do. We only got so many spots we can do, and
we do Mountain Home, Yellville, and
Mountain View.
So the three teams there.
We just kind of juggle around, and when Mountain Home's home, usually we're covering Mountain Home. But when they're away, we'll
run down to Yellville or run down to Mountain View.
Yep. And that way everybody gets some coverage, and we have a good time over there. Mm-hmm. We really do.
One more time with the live cam. We got to see the live cam. We got to see the White River again. You can go to retiredtoarkansas.net, and you can enjoy this view. This is the White River looking in from Marion County into Baxter County. And
I can put a still shot that actually shows where everything's at.
The White River, city of Cotter, Mountain Home, Missouri at the horizon. And so,
and then here's the live version.
That's a picture. There's your live shot at 7:57 this morning. Thanks to the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zador, retiredtoarkansas.net. You can log into it and you can watch it yourself. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. And so, you've got nationals coming up with wrestling. That's kind of your grand finale coming up for the.
It's one of our big ones. The kids are training right now, and they're pushing really hard. Of course, we're coming up just in a few weeks. We've got
April 1 or the?
No, it's April. That first week in April 6th.
5th, 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that.
Let me bring up my calendar, and I can tell you exactly. Here you go. The high school will be doing weigh-ins on April 5th, and then they will wrestle on the 6th, and the youth will wrestle on the 7th, and it's in Independence, Missouri.
Going up to Kansas City.
And it is a huge arena. They actually got 2 arenas going, but one's kind of for exhibition matches and stuff like that. But it'll be really cool. They're training hard for it. They're pushing themselves, and that's our thing. If you're going to go, you at least got to be prepared.
There you go.
So they're finding what they're all about right now.
All right. Well, one more minute. Beautiful weather right now. We'll recap. Let's take a look at the local radar here real quick because we had some storms in East Arkansas.
Oops.
Let's see. Let me hit that right
Sorry.
there. Go to that Little Rock
was on
stop.
that other page.
We
There we
had, for a while, we had some severe weather over on Jonesboro. It looks like it's just the flood watch box is still up, but most of the showers are exiting the state going into Tennessee and Mississippi right now. So they had some pretty severe weather over there earlier. So if you're driving east, beware. I'm sure by now that most of this is gone. I'm going to back out. Let me hit that other stop real quick. Got it?
Yep.
All right. The national scene right here. It's moving away from us. So it should be a pretty day.
There you
All right,
go.
thanks to the Z team for sponsoring the weather. And we will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be talking Veterans Administration subjects. Dan Hall, Alicia Grant will be here. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.